Did I talk during this? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, so I'm just deciding what colors I want to make for the things. Let's do a red bottle up top. Yeah. Oh, just want to make sure. If you have not gotten caught up on your work, next week we're passing out clay. That's going to be your catch-up week, which is not as fun as playing with clay. So my suggestion is take a lot of time and get your work done. If you need help, send me messages. I'll do my best to help you out. Because I want everybody to do clay, and it'll be really awkward if you don't have clay to work on. And everybody else is working, and we only have next week to do this. Only next week. Because in 2 weeks you're going to be done art, and you're moving on to the next thing. So I'm not sure. There's computer. I think there's lab, library. I'm not sure, but you won't be here, so you won't have the chance to do clay. So this is kind of our last chance. I want to make sure you get your clay fix. So I've been doing clay with every class, except for when we went like pulling them. But every class, and I want to keep doing that. It's my mantra. Play for everyone. This is the inside of my pinch pop cup thing. And what we're going to do, the reason it's so important that we have a plan, is that coming in next week, you're going to have one day, only one day, to do the head. And then the next day, you only have one day to do the body. So it's really important, your design and your layout, you know exactly what to do. If I give you the clay and you sit there and you don't do anything with it, it's what it is. Whatever we're done at the end of the period, and we won't have a chance to make any changes to it. So it's really important to have a plan. Making sure I take my time with this coloring. So next week you're going to be using the clay, ideally, if you have all your stuff taken care of. And so as soon as you get it here, I'm going to be like, here's Bob, go to work. And then the next week, so your clay will be fired in the kiln, so it'll be all hard and ready to go. And if you had me in first grade, we always did snails. So you had one day to make the snails, and then the next day we painted them. So we're going to use watercolors to paint your bobbleheads. That'll give you the ability to, as soon as you're done painting, take them home right away. Because we only have these 2 short weeks left before you got to go bye-bye. I think it's 2 weeks. Feels like it was only yesterday you started. Growing so fast. Yeah, I can't stress it enough. If you're missing work, I can't give you clay. Because I think what I'm going to do is just make the clay thing for fun. So it's not going to be graded. It's going to be the fun activity at the end of the art experience. So your grade is going to be based on all the work before we start working on clay. So I would prefer, I would prefer you work on clay, but I more prefer you get a good grade in this class. Let's see. I think that's it. I check my email pretty much all the time. So if you're looking for your work and needing to know what to do, turn in stuff, send me emails, harass me, because again, everybody should use clay. It's the best. Right. Okay, so far, let's see. Arms. Let's do red arms. Red arms. And what's good about the watercolors, like if we glaze them, not only would you not get them back in time to take them home with you, but they're permanent, so you can't add more color. If you in class color them, if you like it, you can just wash off the colors or add more colors. It's up to you. Which makes watercoloring your clay way better. If you don't like it, you just do it again. Sean, did you need help? All right. I'm going to use this violet. I'm going to do like a. Now the stuff that isn't shapes on this, so like the hat is a 3D, it's a cylinder, right? It's like a flat cylinder, got a penny, a really thick penny. Is going to be the actual shape. And the bobble up on top, whatever that's called, pom pom, was a sphere. But all the extra stuff like the lines here, that would be done using a pencil. So you take the pencil and you carve into the clay to make those lines. So the lines, the drawing part, like these eyebrows and can't remember if I think I'm using a cone for the nose. Actually, let me, nah, I don't want a pencil. I won't worry about it. So if I wasn't using a cone for the nose, I would just take a pencil and clay and carve into it. Every color? I got every color. Well, so let's do magenta hands and magenta feet. And when I do give you your watercolors, which will be yours to take, you get a brush as well. There are three options for watercolors. There are regular watercolors that, all the colors of the rainbow in brown and black. And there's also a metallic set, which is metallic colors, so gold and silver and copper and bronze. And then there is a oh, it's called shimmer, sparkle, uh, it's called glitter. There's glitter ones. I'm not a big fan of glitter, but I accidentally ordered them. So if you like glitter, you can get your bobblehead glittery with the colors of the rainbow. Actually, really pretty nice. I was shocked because when I went in and ordered the watercolor sets, I was looking for the cheapest thing I could find because I wanted every single one of my students to have them, and I can't buy expensive stuff for 300 students. I'm just going to take a fine point Sharpie and trace over my pencil lines, and that'll just make it help it to look even nicer. I'm going to use shading because we learned about shading. Really good thing to use if you have markers or a pen. You can't really do the blending. So the hatching, cross hatching works really well for pen or marker ink. Let me use the cross hatching here. No? That just shows that that's the inside of the pinch pot. I hope these turn out well. I haven't done this project since, oh boy, when the ninth graders were in fifth grade, maybe sixth grade. 3, maybe 4 years ago, we did this in the elementary school. I'm thinking it'll probably be better. But you're sixth graders now. That was back when sixth grade was in the elementary. Ah, that's why that was kind of confusing. So if you were still in elementary school, it makes sense to do this. I'm making the eighth graders do this as well, I think. I think this is going to be a fun project. I hope people are excited about it. I try to make people excited about art. You know, like I'm bobbled out. Like I need to keep talking. If I stop talking and just draw, I could probably put some music in here. Yesterday I was I'm preparing myself to teach watercolor landscape painting for the summer. So my idea is that I go down to Sable Point, which if you haven't been there, OMG, you should go there. It's beautiful and awesome. Um, so my plan for the summer is to teach watercolor landscape painting there. So you would go get some watercolors, sit out on the beach, and make some drawing, make some painting. It looks awesome. And you're on the beach. And so to get ready for that, I was doing talking and stuff. You know, oh, well, watercolors, those are things. Yeah, water's your friend when you're using watercolors. So I was in here by myself, talking to myself about teaching. It was like when people refer to speak in the mirror. Thank you. I wonder if that's how Bob Ross felt. If he was just in a studio. Actually, that's probably how people that are like broadcasting themselves doing stuff. Podcasts, right? They're probably just in a room by themselves talking. It's like having a camera record you gives you the excuse to talk to yourself. It's really talking to other people. You're not talking to yourself. In your mind, at least. Maybe no one's listening. You're doing it. You're talking to yourself, and no one's there. Like there are these what's called esports things. It's esports here at school, and they live stream their stuff. And if you go, you can see how many people are watching. It's like, it's kind of sad. It's like, oh, we can see people watching this school thing. And then I turn it off and go to dinner. I'm one of the people that don't watch. If you're interested in the esports thing, I think you could just go on the YouTubes and search Peru Esports. They do, what do they do? Car soccer, Rocket League. And I think they're working on Fortnite. I'm not sure if that's a thing yet. Sure what other games they do. I got all of them? I got all of them. That looks nice. All right. Get some shading. I feel like this should have come out. Well, that is the end of our art adventure.